Welcome to Zoological World. Today we will discuss about Australian gecko. Incredible Australian gecko facts. Here's a list of 5 facts about the Australian gecko. Scientists study the pores in the gecko's skin to find out what species it belongs to. Australian geckos don't have eyelids. Their eyes are protected by a transparent membrane, and they take care of them by licking them clean. Most Australian geckos reproduce sexually, but the mourning gecko on Cocos Island and Binose gecko produce parthenogenetically, without the aid of a male. Most are nocturnal, and they have evolved to have nighttime color vision 350 times more accurate than a human's. Like many lizards, a gecko can detach its tail if the tail is grabbed by a predator. Australian gecko appearance. Australian geckos have the usual gecko appearance, which makes them unmistakable. Most are between 0.64 to 6 long with a weight of between 1.6 and 2.82 ounces. Males are bigger and heavier than females. Like most lizards, the gecko has 4 developed, splayed-out limbs. It has 5 bulbous toes on each foot and usually a long, detachable tail. The first toes of geckos native to Australia lack a claw, unlike the common house gecko. Some geckos, like the leaf-tailed geckos, store fat in their tails. The gecko is unlike other lizards in that many lack scales, and their skin is delicate. The skin, along with its eyes and toes, makes the gecko stand out. The gecko's eyes are huge, with vertical pupils common to nocturnal reptiles. In some species such as the golden spiny-tailed gecko, the eyes have jewel-like colors. The toes have pads filled with millions of structures called setae that allow the animal to cling to most surfaces with ease. This is why leopard geckos, which are not Australian geckos, are kept so often as pets. Easy to care for, it is one of the kinds of gecko that doesn't have feet adapted for climbing, and so can't easily escape its enclosure. Australian gecko behavior. Most Australian geckos are nocturnal, which means they are active at night. During hot days they rest under rocks or in crevices, exfoliating bark, logs, or leaf litter. They are quite vocal for reptiles and have a repertoire of sounds used to attract mates, ward off predators or rivals and defend territory. They need warmth and are at their best in temperatures between 78 and 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Many simply die if the temperature slips below even 70 degrees. Australian gecko habitat. Australian geckos can live in a great variety of habitats around the country, including mountains up to 2,707 feet. Other habitats include Australian deserts, forests, including rainforests and dry forests, shrublands, rocky places, and on coasts. They're also found on plantations and of course, in human habitations. Australian gecko diet. Geckos are mostly insectivores but will add other invertebrates to their diets such as earthworms and spiders. They have been known to eat smaller lizards, and sometimes a hungry female will eat her own eggs. They've also been known to eat nectar, honey, and fruit if these items can be found.